Now that I'm in Prague with the specific intent of shooting nude models, I think I also have the time to tell you a bit of my story of how I became a photographer of nude women, and what it feels like, what's happening in my head, what's happening in my life. This is not a guide on how to become a photographer of naked women. First of all, because this is not my job. It's not like I get paid for it. So if you want to make money out of it, I'm not going to teach you to do that. I'm actually paying to shoot nude models. I prefer to just look more professional and ask straight away the models for their rates, and I'm ready to pay. Because I have another business on the side, which makes me the money, so I don't have to worry about finding shortcuts to not pay the models. So if you are very young with not many resources and you want to find models that work for the pictures and not for the money, for now I cannot help you. But I think mine is an interesting story, and there are many things that I want to talk about that are very important and should apply to every photographer. The first thing that I want you to understand, the first thing that I want to convey is that paying the models is not enough to have credibility. So you can write professional models or amateur models on Instagram or modeling websites. Wanting to pay them is not going to be enough. You have to show them in other ways that you are someone that is going to benefit them. Not just from the financial aspect. Working for you is going to benefit them. They will have a good time with you. They will have beautiful pictures. They will be able to work comfortably. They will be able to express themselves without finding themselves in uncomfortable, bad situations that they don't want to be in. You have to have not only the money to pay them, but you should have a small portfolio. Now, of course, you might ask, how the hell am I going to have a portfolio of naked women if the first thing that I have to shoot naked women is a portfolio? Well, yeah, of course, you don't just start with naked women. I started with the girls in bikini at the beach, just walking to random strangers, girls that I saw at the beach that I consider very beautiful, that I thought they would look beautiful in my pictures, and I would just approach them and ask very, very honestly and in a very safe way, very reassuring way, something like this: "Hi, you look amazing. I know that this is a strange request coming from a stranger, but I want to take some pictures of you. You would look amazing in my pictures." To my surprise, most of them said yes to such a request. So for me, it was very easy to build like a small portfolio, which then became bigger and bigger. This was something that I really enjoyed doing. First of all, there was the creative aspect. So I realized that I could shoot very beautiful pictures that people would appreciate. The models would look at the pictures after I shot them and say, "Wow, thank you. I would have never imagined that I could look so beautiful in the pictures." So this was a huge satisfaction for me. Also, I loved about it the social freedom aspect. The thing of walking to a stranger and finding the courage to just talk to them and asking them something. This is something that I would have thought a little time before that it was impossible. Me walking to a beautiful stranger and asking confidently to shoot them. Then I realized that, it was not a big deal. Actually, it was very easy. Most of the time, I would get a yes as an answer. Depending on the places, in places like Thailand, I got like 99% hit rate. As long as you know how to ask, and if you know how to counteract their insecurity. Because the crazy thing is, most of these girls, even if they are very beautiful, they think, "Oh my God, no, I'm not a model. I'm very shy. I'm not photogenic, blah, blah, blah," things like that. Almost all girls reply with that. So I quickly learned to counteract and said, look, this is what every girl says. But look at my pictures. Then I fetch my iPad Pro from the backpack and I show them a few pictures of girls and I tell them, this is what you are saying, the same thing that all these girls have said. So this is not enough. You have to give me a chance. And so after that, after they see that I have a camera, a professional camera, not a smartphone. Smartphones can take amazing pictures nowadays, but everybody have them. It just makes you look like a random person that just appears and wants to take pictures. What the hell? You are someone with a camera, and I'm even carrying an iPad with a portfolio of pictures on it. Unless the girl is very, very shy, terrified of it, they will usually fall for it. I mean, fall. This is not a trap. But they will just say, okay, take pictures of me, whatever, and let's see what happens. So I did this for a few years, and I loved it. And I built the portfolio that I needed. Now, in some cases, I even shot some topless or even nude pictures of these women. And when you start building a portfolio like that, then you can start writing to professional models. And as I said, you can do that on Instagram, where there is a huge galaxy of women, and most of the job is actually find those in this massive crowd who would be available and finding those who actually reply to messages. Because the thing of Instagram is that, direct messages very often go unnoticed. Or you can use a modeling website, which are a bit more, they have a bigger entry barrier. But for me, that I started taking nude pictures in the UK, that there was this amazing website, Purple Port, which works very well, but only in the UK. That was how I found my first professional models. So having a portfolio, a good portfolio of beautiful pictures, even if they are not of professional models, but if this professional model that you want to work with sees your picture and she just likes them, she thinks that you take brilliant pictures. You look like someone who understands the position of a professional model. If you manage to convey with your pictures and with your description that you're not a pervert, you are there to create beautiful pictures, and you're ready to pay, you ask for the rate in the message. You not assume that they're going to work for free for you. Why would they do that? They have so many options if they are beautiful professional models. If you do these things, it's most likely they will just reply to you and they will be happy to work with you. But remember, you have to show them in your messages that you understand their position. The position of a huge, massive vulnerability. They are paid to get out of their house, to make themselves beautiful with makeup, and things like that. Come to your place alone. Most of the time they come alone. They enter your apartment and it's just you and them. And they get naked in front of you and they stay naked for hours. If you don't convey to them that you understand deeply that this is a very particular situation, they will feel threatened by you. Even someone like me, I don't have muscles, I'm not big, but most women don't stand a chance. They are very small, they are petite. They must be trusting you somehow. For example, if you have never worked with a professional model before, you would write in the message, I'm sorry, I know that I didn't work with professional models before. I understand that I don't have any references. Tell me if there is something that I can do for you to make you feel like you can trust me. Okay, it's okay to not have any references yet, as long as you make them understand that you are in a faulty position, that you should have references, but you don't have them yet. You can tell them, okay, I can give you the contact of this girl that I shot pictures of on Instagram, things like that. Make them understand that your brain is 100% in order. Because as I said, they have to come to your house and be naked. Or even if you are going to their place, because some models do home shootings in their place, they are still alone. Most of the time they are alone. Some models say, okay, if you don't have references and you want to shoot me, I will have a chaperone, so-called chaperone, which is a person that's going to be like a bodyguard, which can be anyone. I don't like working with another person present, even if it's a friend of mine. I don't want to have that. I would constantly be thinking that there is someone looking at us. So yes, this is what I wanted to say for this first video. Shooting models is amazing, is the thing that I enjoy most. In fact, I'm paying for it and I don't give a shit that I'm paying a lot of money. I'm making an investment on the future. But understand, this is very important. You have to inspire trust, 100% trust in the models. This is not a sexual thing. You are not paying these models to receive your sexual attention. You are not paying these models to hear that you have an erection. Of course, if you're an heterosexual man and they are naked in front of me, of course you can have an erection. There is a thing called biology that is almost impossible to fight unless you take drugs before shooting. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you don't act. I'm not talking about just raping these models. You have to absolutely never mention them, your sexual intention. You can tell them, yeah, wow, you look amazing. Wow, wow, this outfit, this underwear that you brought, wow, beautiful, fantastic. This is like a compliment that is a compliment for the pictures. It's not a sexual compliment. If you start doing that, it's gonna be awful. You will immediately perceive that they don't like the situation, and if the voice comes out that you are a sexual type of photographer, it's game over. The nude model circle is very small. They all know each other. It's like going to a casino and cheat. Every casino in the world is going to know that you are not a welcome person. So, trust. You have to be trustworthy. Almost like a gay man. Of course, you don't have to look gay, but the model has to perceive you like someone that not in a million years is going to abuse of his position.